get this place hot and clammy. Just like the McPoyles like it. The whole family's here.
How many? What is that a jar of? What is that a jar of, dude? What is that? Whoa, Jesus!
Hey, man.
We cannot have the McPoyle brothers in here creeping everybody out, bro. They bang each other.
Yeah.
Margaret, what are you doing here? Is that like a sexual thing? All right, let's do this.
She's still expecting a call.
That's not gonna happen, so just move past it, all right?
You will call her!
How many can there possibly be? Oh, good to see her again. Good. Like she doesn't know what I'm saying, right? Okay. What is that, a fight? Where's your brother, dude?
We just stepped out of the shower. He'll be down in a minute.
All right, listen, you guys can't go... Did you just say we?
Hello, Charlie.
Hello, Ryan.
You think I'm bluffing?
I think you're bluffing.
You think I'm bluffing?
I think you're bluffing.
Then bluff this! Ryan, scout somebody!
McPoyle bloodline's been pure and clean for 1,000 years. This marriage is an abomination.
Now, when you say pure and clean, you mean what exactly?
It means we haven't bred outside the bloodline.
For 1,000 years?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
My client is odd. You might even refer to his family as very creepy.
Now, there was another member of the McPoyle family clan at the wedding the night of the incident. A one Mr. Royal McPoyle, a bird. Look into the gallery and you will see Royal's victims. It took Margaret's vocal cords in 1999, leaving her mute. Keith McPoyle lost his eyes and his ears to it in 76. Fly, my pet! Fly!
Later, bitches.
Oh, shit, I'm gonna be sick.
Go, do it. Oh, feel it. Let it out.
Let's just get out of here.
Don't flush.
Talking like a gremlin, hypersonic lady. Out of Iran, out of Iran. Walls are coming down, beat it to Candace Owens. Too much Iran, too much Iran. Miriam Francois makes me feel like a BBI. No Mongolian, Chinese Greta Wall, Thunberg, 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 Thunberg. Mongolian, Chinese Greta Wall, Thunberg, 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 Thunberg. Whoa!
Well, you're just talking like a Mongoloid.
I don't give a fuck. I am a Mongoloid. In my heart, I'm a Mongoloid. That is what I am. We are a horde. That is what we are. Yes, we are that. We are 100% that.
That's not something to be proud of.
It is something to be proud of, because the Mongols are the ones who created civilization. And you created nothing but barbarism. You're the fucking barbarians. You destroyed the treasures of mankind. The Mongols only united it. What the fuck do you know about civilization? What the fuck do you know about pride? What the fuck do you have to be proud of? Except looting, genociding, and destroying the cultures and peoples and wealth of this world. What the fuck do you know, Cans cuck?
Well, you're the one here chipping out, so...
I am chipping out, bitch, because I'm a fucking human being. And you're a little soy boy cuck, little bitch. You don't know who the fuck I am.
No, I see you. I think you're a Mongoloid. That's what you...
I am a Mongoloid. You're right. It is what I am, and I'm proud of being that.
Well, it's an anthropological term. It doesn't actually mean Mongol.
Oh, so what's your fucking point? You ugly, disgusting, fucking ugly, disgusting, fucking barbarian, smelly piece of shit. You want to talk racism? I can be way more racist than you, Angloid. What fucking civilizations did Angloids ever fucking have? It needed the Romans to fuck all of you in your ass to give you any civilization. You never had any of your own. You want to be racist? I could be way more racist. You want to talk shit about Asians? What the fuck do you have on Asia, huh?
I have nothing on it.
You have nothing, because you're a Cans cuck, bitch.
I think Israel has unique issues. Here's the one piece of advice I'll give you. Okay, if you're joining the IDF, okay. Leave your fucking cell phone at home and stop taking stupid fucking videos, okay? Cause everybody's fucking you with it, okay? And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer and listen, if you wanna fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny, just don't fucking take a fucking video picture of it, okay? Jesus, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer and listen, if you wanna fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny, just don't fucking take a fucking video picture of it, okay? Jesus, okay, yeah, okay. And if you wanna fucking wear a dress, okay, yeah, okay. If you wanna fucking wear a dress, okay, yeah, okay. If you wanna fucking wear a dress, okay, yeah, okay.
Stupid fucking videos, okay? Because everybody's fucking you with them, okay? And if you see a soldier, okay, going through a fucking drawer, and listen, if you want to fucking wear a dress and you think it's funny. Solo
alpha. Tectone, Ethan Klein. Asmon Gold is the alpha. Ethan Klein is married to the IDF, and Tectone came from iconic. XA sperm, take the salt from the man, and your destiny is the orbit. Yeah, let's sue everyone. Tectone, Ethan Klein. Asmon Gold is the alpha. Tectone, Ethan Klein. Asmon Gold is the alpha.
Okay, people. Back again with another one. Bong kakat. Frames. Yeah, what's good, Miku, if you're nasty? What's good, Ditoe? What's good, Ray? It's just gonna be us foursome. Now, my bad. Took me about 13 minutes to get started because there was a Kakaroch situation. There was the Asmon Gold situation. Right? Needed to take care of that. Asmon Gold was just running around, going wild. So I had to take care. I killed Asmon Gold. My bad. I killed Asmon Gold tonight. My bad. Right? I didn't mean to do it. It had to be done. Okay? All right. So we're going to cover some stuff tonight. We're going to cover some stuff about Russel Brand. We're going to cover some stuff about Iran involving a Weathercide, and maybe some Joe Rogan. What's good, Mercanitos? Yeah. I'm a bit out of breath. Because I had to kill Asmon Gold. It happens. Walaikum salam, Miko. You should be studying. Should be studying. Right, okay, let's get into some shit. Let's see. Give me a minute here. Let me pull up
I'll
some
just say
TikToks. Oh, whoa. Let me pull up some TikToks. Right? What? What's good, Chloe? Oh, yeah, I had to kill Asmon Gold in Minecraft. Yeah. What's good, Too Old for the Witch? What do you mean nobody can convince you to study? What about this guy?
A dictator, an authoritarian.
No, but I very frank speaking, I don't agree with your point and dictator.
Jasmine is a gregarious fellow who loves center stage, but he has not given an extended interview to an American television reporter for 10 years.
I'm about to show you another clip of how Isn't Real has infiltrated your entertainment. This is from the show Euphoria, and I actually shouldn't have to show you the clip at all. This whole ass show is based on something from Isn't Real. Oh my God, how did I not know this? This is kind of what you get when the whole purpose of your show is to normalize hypersexualization with high school students. So are we surprised that the only person that's spoken up for Palestine in this group is the trans woman? Do you understand how much more dangerous going to prison is for a trans woman and you let her be the only?
Chloe, rest in power, children of Minab. 180 murdered, isn't it more, by American Tomahawk missiles. An illegal 40 minutes double tap. Mm-hmm. Miko, I can study to be a dictator. Too old for the witch. Ground beef was on sale at the market. 3 pounds. Wait, what? What do you mean pounds? I thought you was a Yank. Yo, Unc. All this while, I thought you was a Yank. I didn't know you was a Limey. That's a plot twist.
One to do it. This Hunter, you are an icon. Zendaya, however, has done the absolute fucking bare minimum after almost 2 years of silence, I might add. She loves to hit a red carpet, do a theme dress, but
Oh, wait, 3 pounds for $6. My bad. Kilogram. My bad. Okay. We don't use pounds here, okay? Ray, Pope calling a favor from the big... Wait, what? What's going on with the Pope? Yo, did you guys watch the new Euphoria? I did not. I did not watch the new Euphoria. I mean, I did watch the first 2 seasons, I guess. It was about school children taking drugs. A bit wild.
can't show up at all for, can't even wear a little fucking pin. Zendaya, I hate to break it to you, girl. Your aura has shifted for us.
Yeah, nah, that's true though, Miku. It was about school children taking drugs. Like, what the fuck, bro? How do you get away making a show like that?
We don't see you the same anymore, which now means that your acting no longer feels as impressive to us. We don't rock with you because you haven't rocked with us. Remember when she was really awake about the fact that she is a biracial black woman and that she has different privileges than other people of color?
Iran is not a democracy. Come on. Oman has no elections. Saudi Arabia has no elections. United Arab Emirates has no elections. Qatar has no elections. Kuwait has no elections. Jordan has never had elections. Which is the only country here that has elections? Iran, Israel. So, who is the dictatorship? Is it Iran or is it Saudi Arabia? Have you seen how Saudi Arabia hangs people? I cannot put the image here on your channel because it will be taken down, but search on the internet. You will see those construction cranes with the guy swinging up there. So people, stop. I think we need to stop being fooled by the mainstream media. None of these countries here have elections, people. In the Iranian parliament, Iran is not a democracy. Come on. Oman
He's got a point. He's got a point.
Has no elections. Saudi Arabia has no elections. United Arab Emirates has no elections. Qatar has no elections. Kuwait.
The fuck?
Okay, I'll just say I am a little jealous of Malaysian Chinese people. So I have this Malaysian friend, and one dinner she ordered in Cantonese, and then afterwards she texted her mom in Chinese, and then afterwards she instructed a waiter in Malay, and then she...
What's good, Jasmine Karasa? This guy, yeah, he looks Lat-Amish, right?
We are here at Ampang Utama, the original K-Town. Standing here in front of Philmart, which is the...
I'm not gonna lie,
Nah, I'm just browsing. Holy shit, what's wrong with me? I'm supposed to be streaming. Okay, let's check out Jantaka Reporter. Miku, if you're nasty, you need a Malaysian friend. You don't have one? I don't know of any Malaysians I've ever met, honestly, unless I was unaware. We're around. We are around. Oh, even Jantaka is not updating that as regularly. Not many updates, huh? Okay, let me just get into what I wanted to get into, okay? Let me just get into whatever I wanted to get into. Right? Okay, so people, check this out. This is crazy. Russel brand. Nah, this is crazy. You better brace yourself. Trigger alert, all that. Right? Get yourself a drink or some shit. Get yourself a coffee. Jasmine Carasa. There's a Brazilian general who's geopolitical commentator called Farinazo. He looks just like him. What's good, Heidi? All right, let me get into this, okay? Let me start the show, okay? I was just a bit distracted. Now, people, trigger alert, okay? There's going to be a limey on screen. Russel Brand says he slept with a 16-year-old when he was 30. Wait, what?
A lot younger. In Europe and in the United Kingdom where I'm from, the age of consent is 16. And I did sleep with a 16-year-old when I was 30. But when I was 30, I was a very different person. I was a lot younger and I was an immature 30-year-old. Consensual sex, actually, with a variety of people, when there is a strong power differential, as there is when you're a famous man that has the ability to attract women that I had at that time, I think involves exploitation. I think it is exploitative.
Okay. And what?
I recognize that my sexual conduct in the past...
That was criminal, bro.
...was selfish and... I did not apply enough consideration, barely any, I suppose, really, to how that...
Yo, he thinks he can get away with this shit because he has a British accent. I was a bit uncivilized, I have to admit, yeah? It wasn't proper. It wasn't the proper circumstances, yeah? Bro thinks he can get away with this shit. With the British accent, with the waffling. With the mental gymnastics. I was a different person when I was 30 years. 30 is not that young, bro.
That sex was affecting other people.
I wasn't aware that the rape victim would feel bad. When I was 30 years young, I wasn't aware that the person being sexual harassed would feel bad about me. In my circumstances, I guess the circumstances was not ideal, but Tia did give her tea and scones and fish and chips. Bro, this is crazy. Yeah. What the fuck is this shit, bro? What the fuck is wrong with crackers, people? What in the fuck is wrong with white boys? You see, this sounds, you know, circumstances was not ideal. This sounds as if it's... How does he just casually say this shit? When he's been literally accused of rape, people. Right? How... You see how white boys get away with shit, right? You see how white boys get away with shit. Oh, they're just being boys. Right? Right, let's see the context. The then 16-year-old schoolgirl, by the way, a 30-year-old, people, right? Someone who has graduated college and has probably worked for about at least 5 years. A literal adult. Just casually, you know what? When I was 30 years old, I had sex with a 16-year-old. It's not a big deal. I guess I was a different guy back then. Yo. The 16-year-old schoolgirl accuses Brand of sexual assault. Okay? Trigger alert, forced his penile down her throat and made her choke, only stopping after she punched him in the stomach. Okay? She says he groomed her, called her the child. The child, what? Was emotionally abusive and controlling. Yeah, I remember reading an article about the fuckeries that Russel Brand has been accused of. Is fucked up, people. Right? He's a rapist. It is what it is. Allegedly in Minecraft, but he is a rapist. Allegedly in Minecraft. Holy shit. And he's a Zayo nowadays, right? I was different. I was a different man back then. I was young. Now I'm worse, right? Who knows what the fuck he's up to these days? And also, he probably became a Zayo because he thought probably he could be protected, right? Remember the pedophile who got caught in the U.S. of A. Right? How did he escape? How did he protect himself? He flew to Zayo land. Remember the PDF file that got caught in Vegas or some shit? It's a safe haven. You get me? Right? Don't even have to be an island. Yeah, exactly, Miku. Why would you say this out loud so casually, too? Jasmine Carasa, he was trash as it is. Still trash. Probably worse. Ray taking advantage of someone who is a schoolgirl, by the way, in uniforms. He's a 30-year-old. Miko, I'll admit, but I'll do it again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Jasmine Carasa, he is a white man and a celebrity. How is this guy? You see the type of shit that white boys get away with. George W. Bush is a celebrity. George W. Bush killed millions of Iraqis and he's a celebrity. Why are we surprised that Graham Platner is now some kind of leftist celebrity? Right? Heidi, is this a British accent? Yes. Hey, my guy wasn't white in my unhealthy age gap relation. Wait, what? Wait, what are you talking about? Pristine volleyball, best viewers. Yo, pristine volleyball. That's an amazing nickname. Yeah, this shit is crazy. I read the whole article of his fuckeries. The actor opened up about the charges he's facing in his home country during an interview with Megyn. The fuck is this name? Megyn Kelly, published Wednesday, claiming Mirkenitos. What, he's Hindu now? He's a grifter monk. Why do all these white boy anarchists always end up being either Buddhist or Hindu? What the fuck is with Buddhism and Hinduism that attracts white boy rapists, allegedly? And what the fuck is this headline? What do you mean he slept? Right? What do you mean he slept? That's it, he slept with her? That's not what happened. Yeah, that's rape. Exactly. Men, the moment they get caught for Jasmine Carasa ruined my night. I didn't know it was night. If I knew it was night over there, what's good, Minna? What's this? At Klim Kimta, what's this? I don't want to be clicking on some random Instagram. You better provide me some context. Miku, if you're nasty, it's 4 p.m. for me. So I didn't ruin your night. I didn't ruin your night. Yo, at Klim Kim Top, you can't just announce yourself with an Instagram link. Okay? Ray, I was 18, he was 33. It wasn't a good time, took me 2 years to get out. Did he get... So he's roaming free? Did he... What happened to him? Jasmine Carasa. Yeah, isn't he a Zayo nowadays, Russel Brand? That's a safe haven for the fuckeries. Imagine to escape the US. Okay. I can't do this shit today. Can't do white boys today. Let's move on, okay? Ray, he's married with kids and still stalks me. Holy shit. Police do nothing. Yeah, Russell Brand is he's a celebrity. He's a podcaster. Motherfuckers get away with this shit. Oh yeah, so here's another thing that's happening these days. Israelis are using AI. A group of Israelis apparently use AI to create a fake Iranian sexual violence survivor for war propaganda.
همه رو یادمه تیراندازی خیلی شدید من دستگیر شدم داخل یه دونه ون منو بردن هر کدوممون گروهی به صورت 7-8 نفری میبردن توی اتاق من فکر کردم میبرم فقط کتک میزنم 7-8 نفر ما رو بردن به صورت گروهی به همون تجاوز میکردن.
What the fuck is this? How desperate do you have to be, bro? What the cinnamon toast fuck is this? What's good, Vague Blur? Every accusation, yes. Jasmine Carasa, most men that abuse are roaming free. Miku, if you also, yeah, this is something that has to change generationally because this is what we're used to as millennials, right? Whenever we are faced with sexual abuse as millennials from a boomer, boomers protect themselves, okay? It always gets complicated, right? I think there was a case recently at a driving school nearby. A driving school full of boomers. So it was a guy who was sexually harassed by another guy. So he reported to the driving school. All he asked was for the driving school to change the instructor, right? And guess what? They just simply they hurt him out. They hurt him out, and all they did was not change the instructors. So now this guy has to go to the next lesson and face the instructor that abused him. The instructor is just popping off on him, and yeah, they protect each other. So at the end of the day, the only solution, just go to another place. Like boomers protect each other. I don't know why. At Klim Kim Tab, Russell Brand used to be pro-Palestine. He became full Zayo after Diddy was arrested. Yeah, he did used to be pro-Palestine. Also, pro-Palestine don't really mean shit, right? Pro-Palestine in 2026 don't mean shit. You gotta be pro-resistance. Okay, Atlim Kim Tab, is this the context for your Instagram link? I'm curious now. What is this? What is this, bro? Bro, what is this? The egg test? Okay.
He did an interview in jail about the whole Diddy thing. And he started talking about this thing called the egg test. Allegedly, at these white parties, men would have to pull down their pants, take an egg, and place it. I'm going to let you use your imagination. If the egg cracked, they're not ready yet. There's a picture of Russell Brand.
Wait, what? If the egg cracked? How does that work? If the egg
And P. Diddy and Russell Brand is holding an egg. Why else would he be holding an egg?
And Russell Brand, a lot has come out about him with minors. I think it's crazy that this egg photo exists. Like, I need some more context for this picture before I take off my tinfoil hat.
The egg test. Suge Knight just recently did an interview in jail about the whole Diddy thing, and he started talking about this thing called the egg test. Allegedly, at these white parties, men would have to pull down their pants, take an egg, and place it. I'm going to let you use your imagination. If the egg cracked, they're not ready yet.
Okay, what does that mean again? Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it. Holy shit. Okay, I get it. Okay. Ah, fuck. Yo, Atlim Kim Tab, you're a war criminal. Man, fuck you. You're a war criminal for this one. Yo, my name. Yeah, I did see that. Pahlavi. Is it just me or does Pahlavi look more Jewish than Netanyahu? Pahlavi has the... Why does he look more Jewish than Netanyahu? He has, in Minecraft. He probably has more rights to Israel than Netanyahu. That's crazy. Heidi, men have done this. What? Put an egg in butt cheeks? Is it butt cheeks or... Right? Ray, the first question was always, what did you do to make this happen? Holy fuck. Yeah. Also, there's another thing they would say, right? Cops, they would say, can't you just settle this between yourselves? You know, can't you talk him down? Da. It's crazy. Yeah, Atklim Kim Tab. Yo, Miko, you're responsible for this. Atklim Kim Tab is your neighbor. Okay? You're responsible. It's not the butt cheeks, yeah. Was good oblitics. I didn't got it. My first instinct was to put the egg on the bee. But that's impossible. Yeah, it's okay. We don't wanna dwell on this, okay? Let's just move on from this. Let's just pretend that did not happen, okay? There's a technique to lose 10 years of... Yo, there's a technique. Some Korean lady lost 10 years of her memory. How did she do it again? Oh yeah, she took a shit. And she had what is it when you can't... She had... Oh, fuck it. What is it? What do you get if you can't, you know? You can't, you know. You can't... Constipation, exactly. I don't know. Yo, Miko, I thought you didn't study. But you got... Yeah, you immediately guess what I was trying to say. Right? So this lady had constipation and she was pushing and she just, as a result, she lost 10 years of her memory. So maybe we should do this collectively so we can, you know, so this egg fiasco, courtesy of Atlim Gimtab, we can forget it, right? Yo, lawnmower man, we're trying to forget this shit. We're trying to forget this shit, okay? What do you mean, where does the egg go? Aren't you, you know, aren't you... Mercanitos, lady needs fiber. Yeah, she lost 10 years of her memory. That's crazy. Right, okay, next up we got, may I offer you an egg in these trying times? Okay, so Indonesia, right? Speaking of eggs, Indonesia announces plan to impose fees on ships. They haven't announced this, by the way. I think they just suggested it. Indonesia Indonesia announces plan. Oh wait, y'all can see this, right? What's good, Ashcon? Look, Ashcon, don't act like you've been on vacation. I know you went to Pakistan, Ashcon. Your name was on the negotiation. You were one of the negotiators. Okay, I can prove this, okay? Yo, Ashcon was in Pakistan negotiating for Iran. Okay? No. Your name popped up. Okay, Ashcon. I told you. Right? Nah, your name popped up. I can't find it now. But one of the negotiators was Hemati. Okay? One of the negotiators in Pakistan for Iran was a Hemati. Okay? I don't have it on Decky right now, but I remember. Right? I'm not making this up. Yeah, was that your uncle though, Ashcon? Where did you go, Ashcon? Where did you go on vacation? Bro, what's good, slice of the universe, but we're trying to forget the egg incident. We're trying to forget the egg incident, okay? I'm very astute. What the fuck does astute mean? What's good, cool, Kanman? Yo, at Clip Tab, you're a war criminal. You're a war criminal. Amico, it was Ashcon. Where did you go, Ashcon? Alright, so Indonesia is trying to do fuckeries, right? I mean, they did not. I don't think they. Let me see. I don't think they announced it. I think they. Ah, fuck. Why is it so white? Holy shit. Why are your websites so white? Ah, this is crazy. Yo, this is so white. Indonesia finance minister floats, then backs off on Strait of Malacca levy. Bro, you can't do this. It's literally called Straits of Malacca, not Straits of Jakarta. Holy shit. Yo, what? What do you mean Florida? You can't go on vacation to Florida. That's just going to war. You can't say, I went on vacation. Where do you go? Florida. That's not a vacation. Florida is not a vacation, Ashcon. Holy fuck. That's just a place. What do you do in Florida? Go to the swamp? Eat fucking lizards? That's not a vacation. That's not a vacation. Okay? Look, Indonesia, you can't do this. It's called the Strait of Malacca. Holy fuck. You do not own the Strait of Malacca. The Strait of Malacca is not bordered. It's surrounded by Malaysia, Indonesia. It's not even the main Indonesia. It's not even the main Indonesia is the Javanese part of Indonesia, right? That's the ruling class is the Javanese part, right? And the Javanese people. It's not even the main Indonesia. It's Sumatra. And also Singapore. Fuck Singapore, by the way. Right? You don't own the Strait of Malacca. It's literally called the Strait of Malacca, not the Strait of Jakarta. Get the fuck out of here. Jasmine Karasa, who made him back off? I wonder. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. However, the Strait of Malacca is a gold mine. Like, I'll be real. It's a gold mine. If I was the Prime Minister of Malaysia, I would definitely I would invade southern Thailand. Because, you see, you're Mercanitos. Okay, relax, okay? Malaysia is the Oman in this situation. Okay. We might not have, right? We might not have the military prowess of Indonesia. those motherfuckers, there's like millions of them. There's billions of them. I understand this. But all I'm trying to say is, if I was the prime minister of Malaysia, I would take over. Look, the southern Thailand, they speak Malay. They don't like the rest of Thailand, right? They don't get along with the rest of Thailand. The rest of Thailand is bullying them, right? They're like a Muslim minority. It's right there for the taking. I would negotiate a situation where I could take control of the southern Thailand, and I would make a canal. I will make a canal, and I would toll the shit out of that canal. Yeah. Do you know how many stones I would be? My bad. How many birds I would be throwing with one stone? Right. I might even name it Batu Canal. Batu is stone, right? Batu Canal. That stone will kill so many birds, people. Number one, Singapore. Singapore can fuck right off, right? Singapore is a strategic location. That's why the British is still holding on to Singapore. So with this canal that I built with my bare hands, Singapore is gone, right? They can't talk shit no more. Number one, Indonesia also bypass. So yeah. Just because Rasa, you can't go one street without saying fuck Singapore. I feel like if a stream does not include a fuck Singapore, what's the point? Miko, Strait of Angels, Malaika. Yeah, Malaika. Yeah, I think it means something else in Australia. But Australia is not a real place, so we're not going to take it seriously. Yeah, Ian Hartman is in the house. Ah, fuck. I was having fun. Okay, now, in other news, okay, I don't know if this is true, but the weather is, Iran is 5 Celsius colder these days. Ever since they destroyed, pretty much ever since they attacked the Gulf states, right? So it brings forward a conspiracy theory that the Gulf states have been helping. Do you guys know about this? Yo, Ashcon, can you confirm this for me? You're Iranian, right? So apparently, Iran is 5 degrees Celsius colder these days. They're getting heavy rain and snow and shit. Is this true? Soul Life. Anthony is doing what right now? 6-7 challenge. Wait, where's the sound?
They're cheating. I agree with someone's assessment that they're just being racist. Jay of the Dead, who's been a member for 5 months, has 10 reps of 6-7 at the gym. Oh my God, right? No,
how do you measure this?
A good exercise for this is to carry.
How do they measure it? Holy shit.
God damn.
Oh, I guess they have a webcam to measure it.
338, that fucking sucks. That's barely any better than XQC. I'm way too sore. That box real quick.
I should do this.
2
together that shows, because I feel like it's a little bit.
Ooh, Denims is
How would I
streaming.
phrase it?
Miko, 6-7 in big. Y'all are worse than Gen Alpha. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Iran weather. So Iran, yo, people, I don't, any Iranians in the house? Is this real, people? Iran getting snow, the temperature is going down and shit, and rivers are popping up. Is this true? I don't know. people are accusing UAE of manipulating the weather in Iran. I don't know. I don't know if it's true, but it is interesting. And there's no there's no what do you call it? There's no context check. Ashcon, no, it's a good thing to be more rainfall. I just don't know if this is true because I'm not in Iran. It's just a conspiracy theory that UAE is helping the US fuck with Iran. Miko, we also had this happening in March, which is rare. That's why it was cold then. Mirkenitos, unusual weather changes notice. Turkey, Iraq, and Iran. So people are doing conspiracy theories. They're saying that the Gulf states is doing weather manipulation, which is, by the way, is probably a war crime of some sort. I think. Ashcon, yeah, you do that. Yeah, get back to me. Okay? Imagine going to Florida instead of watching my streams. That's crazy. Right? Imagine spending time in Florida instead of watching my streams and, confirming information for me with your family. Yeah, maybe these Sunni Arabs are just doing a lot of fuckeries. However, I don't know how you manipulate the weather to be dry. Is that even possible? Let me Google that. Can you manipulate weather to make it dry? I know cloud seeding. Oh, it is. It is possible. It is possible. Cloud seeding is not just for inducing rain, I guess. Preventative seeding. China notably used cloud seeding technology to prevent rain. Oh shit. You can do it. You're just not allowed by international law to do it to another country, obviously. So yeah, it is possible. It's not impossible. What is this Ian Hartman talking about? What is this Yankee politics? What is this? Ian Hartman. Actual Palestinians tend to be extremely anti-homosexuality, by the way. Can you prove it? Can you prove it? Notice how Western progressive indoctrinators simpletons like BC. Yo, my country is full of anti-homosexuals. My country. Like, okay. Oh, a lot of people from this country believes in anti-homosexuality, so they're right because they're from a country. Yo, you see, this is how Yankees argue. People are from this country, so they're right about this. Like their argument is they're from a country. A lot of people from a country is da. Then so yeah. What's the argument here? Every Yankee argues like this, people. Oh, this guy is from this country. It's always like a lot of people from this country believes in this. Like that's always their argument. Country. This guy is from this country, right? Hey, you moved from this country to this country. What's wrong with you, right? Hey, you're arguing with these people from this country. This person from this country. What's wrong with you? The Yankees. That's how they argue. Country. Like number one, can you prove it? Have you surveyed Palestinians? Right? Do you have statistics to prove this? Right? Don't do anecdotals. Do science, you piece of shit. Do you have proof of this? Number one, you can't just say something about a whole, right? Number one. Number two, what the fuck does it even mean? Right? What the fuck? Yo, every Yankee I met, this is how they argue. Oh, they're from this country, so yeah. What? Like that's the argument. What's good, politics? What's good, McGee? Where's McGee? Where did you go? What's good, McGee? Evening. You cannot brush any group with such a broad. You just did that with the Palestinians. With no proof. Zero proof. Ian Hartman, it's a denial of reality to pretend. No. Give me the proof. Give me a survey. Give me something. You can't just say something. Where's the numbers? Give me the numbers. Give me a survey. Give me anything. Okay, he has no proof. No proof. No scientific proof. Shut the fuck up then. What do you mean go ahead and look it up? See, this is how Yankees argue, right? They say something so confidently, and then you go, okay, do you have something to back your statement? And then, no, you look it up. What do you mean me look it up? What do you mean me look it up? How the fuck are you so confident about something baseless? Yankees are always so confident about something baseless, something they can't prove. They don't have the proof. And every time you ask them for the proof, they go, why don't you look it up? Or they look it up on the spot. Kind of like that guy, that Canadian who keeps going, oh, the Chinese are doing genocide on Uyghur. And then you ask them, give me one name. Give me one name of a victim of a genocide. And then this motherfucker goes on ChatGPT on the spot. How do you believe in something for years without knowing and without basing it on anything at all? That's some Yankee shit. Imagine being so confident about something based on literally nothing. Based on something you're gonna Google on the spot. Right? That's Yankee. That's some Yankee shit. You can't disprove it, so it's true. Right? You can't disprove me. I believe in something you can't disprove. I believe in something random that I brought up that I confidently believe in that you can't disprove. So I'm right. Holy shit. Yankees are crazy, people. Is they crazy? Like, I'll be real.
It's a question of who is pulling the...
was not going to work. So the nuclear enrichment issue, which is a difficult... The nuclear enrichment issue is only one issue on the table. There's the whole question of sanctions, the question of reparations, the question of who's going to control the Strait of Hormuz in the future, and whether the Iranians are going to be allowed to have a toll booth in the middle of it. There's the whole question of what is the relationship between Iran and Hezbollah, Iran and Hamas. There's the whole question of American military bases in the region. I could go on and on.
What's good, a man, dude? Yeah. What's good, karma's cunt? Look, Ian Hartman, you brought up this random ass statement, right? What is it based on? Ian Hartman, what is it based on? We weren't talking about this. You brought up a random statement you believe in. So you believe in nothing, right? Nobody can prove it. Even the person that believes in it can't prove it. So yeah, you believe in nothing, right? Yeah, don't argue with Ian. His name is Ian. He was an L from birth.
There are just a lot of issues that have to be settled. If you can settle the nuclear enrichment issue, which is a difficult issue by itself.
Do you think the Americans have underestimated in a massive way the Iranian ability to control the Strait of Hormuz and their willingness to attack the Gulf state neighbors? Because it seems to me the double-pronged way they've gone about both of those things has been a very effective response to the military attack, in which they clearly faced overwhelming military superiority from the Americans and Israel.
A man, dude, Bat Empanada said it may not be full genocide. What? But there's forced indoctrination. There's no genocide. Like, it's Western. There's no genocide at all. It's Western propaganda. The only name of a person killed in the Uyghur so-called genocide was an Uyghur imam who was killed by the terrorist, by the ETIM. That's the only name you have of a person killed. He was an imam who was killed by ETIM. And ETIM, you know, the ones claiming there's a genocide, ETIM is backed by the US. Like, there's literal pictures of the pioneer of ETIM with George W. Bush. And also, if you go down the source of all this news about Uyghur, it's random ass sources. And also some of it is from a cult that hates China. So yeah, it's fuckeries, people. It's fuckeries. I did not make a claim, Ian. You made a claim and you couldn't prove it, Ian. You're desperate for my attention, Ian. I did not make any claim at all. My claim is you can't prove your claim, and I'm right. You can't prove it. You can't prove it. So I was right. That's the only claim I made, and I'm right. Right? You can't prove your claim. I'm right. Ashcon, here's a mindfuck. I was cleaning my grandma's house and found my uncle's martyrdom poster from 1980. Wait, what? What do you mean? Drop it in Discord. What? The only Hartman that is real is Phil. Rip Phil Hartman. Wait, what? Miku, Ian, what? Yeah, he's so desperate. You were asking for it? You were asking for it? What's good, Mary Jane? Ray, I thought I was lonely, but I'm no. You know what Ian Hartman does, right? He gets drunk. He goes crazy in the chat of people he don't like. He watches streams of people he don't like, and then he goes crazy in the chat while just, glub, 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 just gulping copious amounts of alcohol, and then he blacks out. My man might be an anarchist. That's what anarchists do, people. They get extremely drunk. They drink endlessly, cans after cans, and then they go crazy, whether it's on Discord, whether it's on Discord or is it on people's chats, they go crazy. They go wild, obsessive, and then they just shut up. They just black out. Right? And they don't remember what happened, and then they repeat. They live their lives in a loop, people. They don't remember what happened, they blacked out, and then they repeat the shit. So if you give them any information, it doesn't register. The next day, the memory resets. So Ian Hartman, the memory resets. Right? It's the same as in Discord with the anarchist motherfucker. They just reset their memory. They get blackout. Right? Politics. I get drunk. No, you don't black out. You brown out. Right? Have you heard of brownout? You don't black out. You brown out. What's good, B-Cat? Twin. Radish Fest. True for every anarchist I've ever known. Yeah, those motherfuckers, they drink. Like, yeah, they have a problem. They're alcoholics. Like AA is not Alcoholics Anonymous, Alcoholics Anarchists. AA, right? That's what it stands for. Ray, there's a whole story behind it. Wait. You're Ashcon? My grandfather was held and tortured by Mussol because his son had fled draft. Wait, what is this lore? It's crazy. Kukul Kanman, I studied West Asia. And yes, that is Yankee propaganda, but it is not based on facts. There is so much history and art from gay culture with thousands of years. One can Google this. Yeah, Asia in general. Like, you know who brought, Ian Hartman is not here and he blacked out. So there's no point in me saying this because, but yeah, I told Ian Hartman a long time ago, you know who brought anti-homosexuality laws to Asia? It was the British. Okay. Before that, Asia had always acknowledged a third gender. Asia had, even Islamic empires had decriminalized, homosexuality. But who brought actual laws and rulings to Asia, anti-homosexuality laws? It was the British. Okay. Oh shit, your okay. Yeah, Ashcon, exactly. Asia was always zesty. Asia been zesty. It was the British that brought these anti-sodomy laws. They literally have anti-sodomy laws. You know, the only reason these crackers are suddenly pro-LGBT, right? Is because they can weaponize it. That's the only reason. Otherwise, these white people, crackers, they hate gender fluidity. They really do. You can see it. It's quite obvious they hate gender fluidity, but they literally introduce laws against homosexuality in their empires, in the country they colonize. So this is who you, but now they're rocking with it because they can weaponize it, right? They can demonize a whole country by accusing that country of being homophobic. They can literally weaponize this. How they do this is they spread this propaganda, okay, about this country. This is a homophobic country, da da da. And therefore, they kind of pacify their people. So, so when they go to war with that country, they invade that country, their people don't protest. Their people don't do shit, people. That's how they pacify their people, the Yankees. It's quite clear that they do this. So they get it. So they try, Yankees, not Yankees, crackers. How they approach propaganda is on all fronts. They approach propaganda on all fronts. Right? This is how they pacify the people. With the right wingers, they might market something else. Right? With the leftists, whatever the fuck, they market the war in another way, right? That's how they pacify their people. The job of a politician is to sell something, right? So how do you sell a war, right? How do you market a war? How do you market invasion? Well, it depends on the demographics. With the liberals, we'll just tell them, this country is a dictatorship. This country is a homophobic. This country is anti-OnlyFans. That's how they market that invasion. To the right wingers, they might use something else, right? I don't know how do you. It doesn't take much really to market an invasion on the right wingers. Those people are brown, by the way. You just point out that those people are brown and they're orcs. So yeah. Ray, the queen didn't outlaw lesbians because she said women would never do that. My dad used to tell me about it all the time. He used to get gay bashed by roaming gangs in the country. Your lore is crazy. Ray, I don't know if anywhere is pro-LGBT. There are countries that have been... Look, any country that promotes equality... I don't want to say the C word, okay? I don't want to say the C word. You see, the countries that are C or S, I don't want to say these words, right? The countries that go by C or S ideology believe in equality. So ultimately, there's not going to be any divisions. There's no divisions. Any country, any ideology based on ideologies or philosophies of equality, you don't even need to mention LGBT or like feminism. There's no need for any of that. There's no need for divisions. Everybody is just everybody. You get me? Right? There's no need for divisions. There's no need to identify as anything at all. Right? If everyone is equal, there's no need to identify as anything at all. Because everyone is equal. There's no need, there's no need to even say it. Everyone is equal. Right? And equal doesn't mean, the same thing for everyone. No, it's whatever you need and whatever you can give, right? Give whatever you can give, take whatever you can take. I think somebody said that. I forgot who. Some prophet said it. Some prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said it. Give what you can give, take what you need, right? And everybody is equal. Everybody is the same. Miku, if you're nasty. My pops the other day tried to tell me about how mainstream media is biased and inflated, then proceeded to explain Iran and US. Yeah, this is true. I mean, not this is true. I mean, this happens all the time. People can say something and then not really believe in it. Capitalism, statism. Okay, anarchist propaganda. Where were we? Iran.
Israelis.
I think there's no question that President Trump and the Israelis, and here we're talking mainly about Prime Minister Netanyahu and the head of Mossad, David Barnea, who was a central figure in selling this strategy to both Netanyahu and Trump. As far as they're concerned, they completely misread the situation. They thought that the United States and Israel acting together could produce a quick and decisive victory. They thought that we could launch a shock and awe campaign, decapitate the regime, and we wouldn't even have to worry about the straits being shut down. Of course, that didn't happen. But it's very important to emphasize that if you look at what Trump's advisors were saying, people like Vance, people like Rubio, people like John Ratcliffe, who's the head of the CIA, General Kane, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who was handpicked by President Trump, all four of those players, key players of the decision-making process, thought that this was not going to work. So it's really a case where President Trump and the Israelis on one side prevailed in the decision-making process, and we ended up in this disastrous war.
In terms of the economic and political issues for President Trump now, which he'll be weighing up, they talk about the economic damage that the blockade, for example, is causing the Iranians, but it's also, of course, causing, the longer the Strait of Hormuz remains pretty well closed, massive economic issues, not just for America, but for everyone that uses that strait. But the political damage of the rising gas prices, rising energy prices generally, also the more slow-burning rise in food prices because the fertilizer couldn't get through either. All this is politically very toxic for Donald Trump, isn't it? I mean, the polling already shows his approval rating hitting new lows. The number of Americans that oppose this war is rising. Those two numbers will only get worse for him as this goes on. And then he's got the midterms coming in November. What do you feel about the political fallout from this?
I think you're absolutely right that the economy is of central importance here. And the economy, the international economy, is in deep trouble. If things get worse, President Trump will be in even more trouble. And I think this is the principal reason that he decided to extend the ceasefire yesterday instead of going back to bombing Iran. President Trump understands full well that if he bombs Iran, Iran will retaliate by completely closing the Strait of Hormuz and shutting down the Red Sea as well. And this will have even further devastating consequences on the international economy. In fact, lots of people are arguing that we're in danger of moving into a world that looks like the Great Depression of the 1930s. So President Trump has a vested interest in settling this war as quickly as possible. In fact, if anything, he wanted to settle it yesterday, and that's why he extended the ceasefire. But the problem is he has no military option. He can't solve the problem with military force.
Yeah, that is what's so fascinating about how this war has played out. I also think that for all the bellicose rhetoric he has about we're going to take out all the power plants in Iran and so on and so on, the truth about that, the cold hard reality, is that Iran still maintains a huge number of ballistic missiles, and they could easily attack, as they've already shown a propensity to do, the oil refineries of the Gulf state neighbors. And they could go further, and if their own desalination plants get taken out in Iran, they could do the same to the Middle Eastern Gulf state neighbors. And if they did that, they could basically stop water supply in some of those states. I mean, it could be really incredibly serious, almost borderline apocalyptic for the people in those countries.
Absolutely. There's no question about it. They can basically destroy all 6 of the Gulf states because they have the missile capability to do that. And again, as I said, they can shut down the Red Sea. You want to understand that a lot of Saudi oil is still getting out because the Saudis have built a pipeline away from the Persian Gulf toward the Red Sea. So Saudi oil is coming out through the Red Sea. If they shut down the Red Sea and that Saudi oil does not come out, and they shut down the Strait of Hormuz, and no oil, no fertilizer, no aluminum, no helium comes out of the Gulf. This will have.
White people are realizing that Iran has some sort of power, right? And yet, when does Iran use this power? Only in self-defense. But apparently Iran is crazy. Apparently Iran is crazy, right? And they shouldn't have nuclear weapons. They literally have leverage. Now you understand that all along Iran had leverage. Okay? They have ballistic missiles. They have hypersonic missiles. They have the Strait of Hormuz. Right? But you never see them use it. You never see them use it randomly. Right? Why? Because Iran is rational. Sometimes to the point of it being annoying. Iran is civilized and rational. They really try to tell us Iran is crazy when we're witnessing how do I say it? How restrained Iran is. How much restraint Iran has. These crackers really want to tell me Iran is crazy. Right? When Iran has all these weapons, all these strategic leverage, and they never use it randomly. They only use it in self-defense. In fact, with all the missiles that they have, every single usage of those missiles every single missile is justified. It's either in self-defense or it is an attack on military targets, actual military targets, not a fucking school, not a hospital, not, a university. Iran is so civilized. You're witnessing civilized discipline, yeah. They are disciplined. What's good, Mictlan Murals? What's good, my Mexican brother who I always mistake for being Puerto Rican? I always thought you're the Puerto Rican, but you're the Mexican. I feel like, Iran always had power. It's just that, they keep it as self-defense, right? Iran always knew they had power. They even announced it. They even told y'all, if you attack, this is what we'll do. If you attack us, we will attack your military bases around us. They literally announced it, right? It's not like Iran accidentally discovered that they could do this. They told everyone they could do this. They will do this. Yeah, these people are trying to convince us that Iran is crazy, really.
Have devastating consequences for the international economy. And at the same time, you want to understand that if we do use military force against Iran, not only are they going to retaliate, but they're not going to throw up their hands and surrender. The Iranians are nationalistic to the core. And furthermore, they view the United States and Israel as an existential threat. And that means they'll fight to the last person before they surrender. So we have no war-winning strategy. And we have a powerful imperative to just shut this one down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I said the same thing on Fox last night on the 5. I just think Donald Trump should get out of this as best he can, as fast as he possibly can. I see no longer term way that this doesn't get a lot worse. Professor Mearsheimer, great to have you back. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Piers.
Well, popular support for Israel is plummeting in the US, a fact borne out by poll after poll. More Americans now sympathize with the Palestinians than they do with Israelis for the first time in history, and support is falling across all age groups and all political affiliations. Even Republicans.
Okay, fuck this. We're done with this. I'm actually just freestyling, people. I don't have a plan for tonight. I'm just messing around. I didn't want to stream. I wanted to sleep, but I couldn't sleep. So yeah, why not just stream and talk to y'all? So if anybody has some interesting shit that I should check out, okay, what did I need to cover? I did Russell Brand. Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah, oh, holy shit, Joe Rogan. Let's check it out, son. Joe Rogan says something crazy.
Nobody should be a
At Klim Kim Tab, he lets Mershermer speak for some reason. It was a boring segment, I guess. No arguments. Lawnmower Man, I don't know how to feel about Matt Hurst's latest vid, but it's kind of... Matt Hurst is going on a... Matt Hurst believes that the U.S. is winning the war, right? Let me check him out. He believes that the U.S. is this this video? Yeah, he believes that the U.S. everything that's happening right now, the U.S. is it goes to the advantage of the U.S. Mershima. I don't know if I want to go down this rabbit hole, right? Because I'm not a predictive kind of guy, right? I just take things in as it happens. I'm not trying to predict. I'm not trying to do conspiracy theories. I'm not trying to predict. I'm not trying to guess. Things happen and I look at it. 12 days old. Yeah, he's on this tangent. I'm not saying he's wrong. Who knows? He might be right. Let's check out this Joe Rogan shit. I'm just on a random trip. I'm freestyling. So if anybody has anything interesting. Ken O'Keefe as Dean. What's good as Dean? I do not like Ken O'Keefe, but I will check it out. What's the latest?
Billionaires. We should have a cap.
A weird concept in this country, and it's because of the billionaire class. So there's a level of the game where they've passed so far. See, if everybody only got, this is like what people would like to say, being a millionaire is fine. Nobody should be a billionaire. We should have a cap on wealth. The problem with that is you're going to also have a cap on motivation.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people
only
are
got to the
fucking
moon.
psychopaths.
Yeah.
A lot of these people that run these corporations are fucking psychopaths, and they work 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the only reason why they do that is because they know that they can make $100 billion if they do that. And if you stop that, you're going to stop iPhones. You're not going to have Lenovo laptop.
It's not billionaires that make iPhones, by the way. That's not how it works. It's not the billionaire himself that makes the iPhones. He didn't even invent the iPhone. Right? Yo, what? Nah, people. This is not the one. Yo, how is this 1 day ago? Exactly, Mary Jane. This is such a 90s argument. 2026 and he still believes it.
So you're not going to have any of these things. If that's where it's weird.
What do you mean Lenovo? What do you mean Lenovo? Yo. Well, he thinks it's 2000 and 2000. What do you mean Lenovo? What the fuck is a Lenovo, people? Yo. What do you mean Lenovo? Yeah.
Like, you're not going to have an Amazon unless you have a guy who's a billionaire. Like, it's not going to see.
No. What do you mean? You don't need Amazon. You don't need Amazon. What do you mean you're not going to have an Amazon? What, the Amazon jungle? Yeah, you're not going to have an Amazon if billionaires exist. They're going to destroy Amazon. They are destroying the Amazon. Nobody needs Amazon. Who the fuck needs Amazon? I don't have Amazon, people. Like what you're gonna say? Oh, you're streaming on Twitch. If you know, I don't need it. I need a house and I need a living wage. If I don't have a problem securing any of that shit, I don't need any of this shit. I don't even need to stream, people. If I believe in my country, right? If I believe in my work, if I get incentive, the proper incentive from my work, I don't need any of this shit. Also, we don't even have Amazon in Malaysia. We don't even have Amazon in Malaysia. We have Shopee. We have, you don't need Amazon. What do you mean you won't have Amazon?
People love to just... it's not fair. You're right, it's not fair. And here's the thing. Would it be
It is fair,
better?
Though. It is fair.
Kind
fair.
of.
Life is kind of fair in a weird way.
Hold please. Depending on how you treat your employees.
Okay.
That's where we decide whether or not it's fair.
So you're saying that Amazon doesn't treat their employees well? I hear that a lot.
I hear that a lot too. I don't know if it's true. But what I do know is that there's a lot of fucking complaints. And if there's a lot, where there's smoke, probably some fire. I know that there's like some efficiency things where you have like a clock ticks off. Like if you order a box of legal pads.
Yeah.
You know, those
gotta stop. No, kill your people, Yankees. Yankees are crazy people. A billionaire is not motivation. Nah. That's crazy. I don't want to argue with this. It's crazy. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree. A billionaire shouldn't exist. It's just naturally, I don't believe billionaires should exist. So this is where we separate, from the Yankees, right? Billionaires shouldn't exist. Sorry, it was not Miko. Wait, what's happening? No. I'm not mentally prepared for this one. Wait, what? Ken O'Keefe stole $200K worth of donations back in the day and spent it on coke. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't like that guy. I don't know why, but I never liked him. Vague blood. I need Amazon for my mindless consumptions. Does China even have Amazon? Nobody needs Amazon. And also, it's not the billionaires who you know. Most billionaires come from money anyway. Right? Most billionaires had a family member they can borrow 200K from. 200K USDs from. So yeah, it doesn't make sense anyway. Billionaires are not supposed to exist. This is where this is where we part. This is just where we part. You're not gonna become a billionaire if you don't have an uncle you can borrow 200K from. Okay? You're never gonna become a millionaire. So yeah. Stop believing in fantasy land. Casual Nitro Stroller. What? Do you remember Amber, your life? Amber? Your life before Amazon, cat. I've never had Amazon. That's the problem. Amazon is a Yankee shit. Like, what are you doing? Selling books? Don't sell books. Selling books itself is not, shouldn't exist. Making profit off of books should just be written and distributed. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, people? What is Amazon? They sold books? Yeah, you shouldn't sell books. You should just write books and then distribute it. Right? That's it. Nationalize books. I And I've never, you know, when I was a kid, I just went to the library. I don't go on Amazon and buy books. We don't even have Amazon. I went to the library for free. Okay? Yeah, Amazon was fuckery from the start. So saying that without billionaires, you wouldn't have Amazon. Oh, good. Where do I sign? Where do I sign? Billionaires do not make Lenovo notebooks. They don't. Okay? Ashcon, what kind of a sick fantasy is having more money than you can spend whilst actively knowing you could help so much but don't? Exactly. That's where we part, people, with the Yankees. Yankees believe they have the right to exist. Right? We don't. We don't believe that Yankees have a right to exist in Minecraft. They do. So yeah, that's where we part. Micklin, life and health is worth more than any amount of money. Exactly. Nobody needs Amazon. My country never had Amazon. Okay? Never needed Amazon. All right, okay, that's about all I wanted to cover. Anything interesting, guys? I'm just freestyling tonight. I didn't even plan to stream. There's not a lot of news. That I want. You get me? Oh yeah, let's check out Mariupol. I haven't watched Mariupol videos from Mariupol in like decades. I don't even know what's going on in Ukraine. I don't know what I've been doing in my life. I don't even know what's happening in Ukraine people. But every time I'm on social media, I see these assholes with Palestine flags and Ukraine flags. Yeah, those are the worst type of people. Every single time. See, this is how I told you, this is how white people argue, right? This is how white people argue. As an Irish person, who gives a shit if you're Irish? This is how white people argue, people. As an Irish person. Why do they always do this? Holy shit. All right, okay. The pyramid shooting in Mexico. Okay, let's get into that. And then I'll check out Mariupol. Pyramid shooting Mexico. Deadly shooting.
Gunshots ringing out at a busy tourist site near Mexico City.
Yeah, get out of there.
People running frantically and jumping off the Teotihuacan pyramids. As a barrage of bullets rain down.
Now he's climbing up.
Witnesses filming a man seen here pacing atop a pyramid, appearing to hold a gun.
Oh, they're shooting at him.
The shooter fired multiple times, investigators say, killing a Canadian woman before turning the gun on himself. 6 other people were injured. Authorities say they recovered a gun, bladed weapon, and live cartridges at the scene. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum saying the attack deeply pains us, promising a thorough investigation. Officials say the popular tourism hotspot, visited by more than 1 million people every year, is now secure after a terrifying and deadly afternoon. Priscilla Thompson, NBC News.
Yo, didn't Mexico recently announce universal healthcare or some shit? These are all Yankee news outlets. I'm going to wait for independent media to talk about this. Yo, but did recently... I'm not trying to make a connection, but didn't Mexico recently announce universal healthcare or some shit? Mexico... It was a PSYOP event. 2 CIA Yankees died in... Oh. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just to distract, I guess. I don't know. Also, recently they announced universal healthcare, right? Let me see.
You may have heard that Mexico is getting universal health care in 2027, but this isn't exactly true because, well, Mexico already has universal health care, and they've had it for years, decades. However, what is new now under Presidenta Claudia Sheinbaum is the system is going to be a lot more streamlined. Let me explain. Because right now, while healthcare here is, yes, considered a basic human right and available to anyone free or low cost, the system is still pretty fragmented. Currently, Mexico has 3 public systems for healthcare, and it's dependent on where you work. You have a system for private care workers, you have a separate system for government workers, and then you have a system for everyone else. And just to be clear, all of this is already free.
Well, that's not universal healthcare then, in the first place.
To very low cost. We're talking everything from emergency care to doctor's visits to surgeries to chemotherapies and cancer treatments. However, the problem is that these systems don't talk to each other. And for the most part, you have to go to your separate hospitals or clinics, which can be hundreds of miles away from you, which, as you can imagine, can cause delays, backlogs, and make healthcare really difficult to access for many people. Therefore, the new announcement is that over the next couple of years, the goal is to make all of these systems work more like one. Now, you'll be able to go to the closest hospital, your medical records will follow you, and access to care won't be so tied up to where you work. And as an American who has lived here in Mexico since 2019, I have a lot of firsthand experience with Mexico's healthcare system, both planned and, well, not planned. Now that's mostly private hospitals and doctors, although as a permanent resident, I do qualify for the public system. That can be a whole separate video. But overall, this announcement is really wonderful news for the people.
You see why it's tricky to do public health in capitalist countries. You see why it's tricky, right? Because, for example, right? For example, if you want a system, right? One patient, one record. Okay. In a socialist country, it's quite simple. You just make it. You just make the system. But in a capitalist country, who's going to get this project? Because this is a big project. Involves a lot of money. Involves a lot of profit. Who's going to make this? Right? And in the mark my words, this happens in real life. You can check out public health in Western countries. They're going to have separate systems for separate things. They're not going to have, they're going to make all kinds of excuses for it. Privacy, anyone? You know why? With separate systems, multiple companies can make money out of it. Right? Instead of just a unified system. This is why public health in capitalist countries is complicated. Okay? It's complicated. It's just not gonna happen. One person, one medical record, not gonna happen in a capitalist country. Yeah, right, Ray. I knew it. I only know about one system. I only know about two countries, which is my country and the UK, because I know people who work in public health in the UK, and they tell me. But I knew it. It's just so predictable. Capitalist countries are so predictable. They're gonna divide everything. The concept is one person, one record is just not gonna happen in a capitalist country. Because people are going to start asking questions. Who's going to get this project? Who's going to get this project? And then to appease everyone, they divide that shit. And multiple companies will get the project. It's chaotic, people. It's chaos. It's chaos. Okay? So Mexico is going to... it's good that they're trying to do this, but it's not going to be easy. Because in a country that is based on socialism and governance, just do it, right? This is for the people, just do it. Mictlan, the shooter was acting weird and made an AI image of himself and the Columbine shooters. It was Hitler's birthday, 20th April, Holy shit. The shooter was pro-Trump. Politics, capitalist records are spotty as fuck is by monetary value. Soul Life, Dems did a terrible job at raising awareness of all their accomplishments. Wait, what are you? Why are we talking about Dems here? As if they're separate from from Trump. Trump is a Democrat. Politics. I had healthcare, lost it, broke my arm. Now I'm starting my entire life over here in New York. I'm walking over here. Ray, I still need one more report. This holy shit. Soul Life, I think the thought of medical debt triggered that. Oh, now we're talking about medical records. Mexico is trying to streamline medical. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Okay? If you're a capitalist country, good luck. It's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be a lot of vultures. A lot of vultures. I know. I'm in a capitalist country. Soul Life, Dems made it so medical debt doesn't affect credit ratings. Trump ended that. Look, this is not an achievement. Not an achievement. I don't know what this is, Soul Life, but it's not an achievement. This is the tug of war they do. Okay, all these small details is a tug of war they do between the Dems and the Republicans. This is how they manipulate you. This is not an achievement at all. Right? I don't know what this is, but it ain't no achievement. This is some random shit they do between them to keep you hallucinating about, these people are trying to do something. These people are trying to block you from doing something. It's a loop. It's a loop. Soul Life. Like, this only makes sense to Yankees, Soul Life. Like, I know you watch a lot of Yankees, Soul Life. This only makes sense to Yankees. Like, I'm looking at this and like, what the fuck is going on? This is BS. This only makes sense when you're propagandized by the Western world and you don't know you're propagandized. So you keep doing this tug of war, right? The push and pull, right? It doesn't make sense. It's like you're in an abusive relationship. It only makes sense to you, and you're complaining it to some rando, right? It doesn't make sense. It only makes sense if you're within the abuse. If you're so, abuse brained. What's good, Too Real for this? What's going on? All right, let's get into some Mariupol shit. I haven't watched this guy's video in a minute.
Today, just a video with interesting news about Ukraine in recent months, which in my opinion clearly shows the real face of this country. This video is not objective, I'm only showing bad news, because I couldn't find any good news. I tried to find the bright sides of this country. The only good thing about it is that there are many volunteers who help civilians affect.
Miko, my name should be too young for this, too young for Twitch. Your name should be I should study. I show speed, but I should study. Ray, I had a 10-year-long career. Yeah, ain't you a chef? What's going on? All right, let's get into some Ukraine shit. Let's get updated about not Ukraine. Well, not Ukraine, but yeah.
Affected by the war, distribute humanitarian aid and so on. There are many of these volunteers. But other than that, I can't see anything good. And I will start with the news about demographics. Because in the context of Ukraine, this is the most important thing in order to understand that it will not be able to recover after this war. Ukraine had huge problems even before the war. For example, in Mariupol, which was one of the best cities in Ukraine, the death rate was 3 times higher than the birth rate in 2020. This is not to mention the fact that almost everyone wanted to leave Ukraine. After the war started in 2022, the situation for some reason didn't improve. There is no exact data, but it's quite likely that around 25 million people currently live in Ukraine. In 1991, there were 50 million. Recently, some news about Ukrainian demographics has appeared. Economist Alexei Kush stated that every year Ukraine loses a population comparable to that of the city of Vinnytsia. The factors include a massive outflow of people abroad, many boys are taken out of the country by the age of 14 or 15, a catastrophic decline in life expectancy, currently around 57 years for men and 70 years for women, and a drop in the birth rate.
От я нещодавно чув розмову батьків про своїх дітей. Вони казали, що в класі, де приблизно 30 дітей, хлопчиків залишилося 9. І це ще не випускні класи. Але випускні класи, вони підходять майже з одніми дівчатами вже до випуску. Тобто там хлопчиків після 14-15 років вже не залишається. А по-друге, скорочення тривалості життя. Просто катастрофічне падіння. В Україні завжди тривалість життя чоловіків вона була дуже низькою і досить суттєво відрізнялася від тривалості життя жінок. Але до повномасштабної війни середня тривалість життя серед чоловіків була 64-65 років, серед жінок десь 74-75.
He's saying that there's a genocide against men in Ukraine. I mean, come on, man. You kidnap your men, right, to force them to go into some war for the Yankees and the NATO, and you're surprised that they have, a short life span. Yeah, it's Ukrainian, I guess. I don't know. It's 1.25. Okay, it's not even that fast. Why are you shocked that men don't want to be in your country? They get kidnapped and forced to, right?
А зараз тривалість життя серед жінок скоротилася до 70 років, а чоловіків до 57-58 років. З точки зору, ще є показник так званої фертильності. Це кількість дітей на певну кількість жінок фертильного віку. У нас цей показник теж до повномасштабної війни він був досить низький, але він був десь так на рівні 1,4, 1,3, а має бути десь на рівні 2, 2,1. Для того, щоб просто було, відновлення нації, треба було, щоб було трошки більше 2.
Це ті показники, які я озвучив, це смерть нації?
Дивіться, просто зараз завершу. І коефіцієнт фертильності зараз у нас за різними оцінками від 0,8 до 0,9. Нижче одиниці. Це катастрофічний показник. У нас перевищення смертності над народжуваністю складає десь на рік 250-300 тисяч людей. Фактично зникає кожен рік таке місто, як Вінниця.
If you want me to continue making videos and improving the quality of my content, you can support my channel by the link in the description. People in the West don't understand the chaos that is happening in Ukraine. Recently there was a case where a girl was trying to verify her identity at a bank with a tricolor flag in the background. She was denied verification and the bank's owner posted her photo online.
Holy fuck. This is how much... Yo, do people not realize this is ethnic cleansing, right? They don't allow Russian language. They destroy all the Russian statues, the USSR statues. They literally genocide Russian ethnics and even Ukrainians. They even kill Ukrainians just randomly. Right? The Nazis, that's why they have Nazis on Deki. Like the Nazis would just kill their own people, Ukrainians. They just see a Ukrainian running and they just shoot. It's not even like I think if I remember correctly, when the Russians had control of Mariupol, and some Ukrainians were trying to run to the borders, and the Nazis just shoot on sight. Like, it's not even, like, they just do that. Even their own people, not just, you know, not just the minorities.
Ignoring all principles of privacy and personal data protection, she was subjected to online harassment. It turned out the flag was the flag of Slovakia, and her father serves in the Ukrainian army.
Yo, what? Yo, I told you, man. Even their own people get fucked. Yo. How is this real, people? But it is real. You're looking at an ethno-nationalist country, literally Israel. Like a fuck-ass version of Israel. Yo, that's crazy. Slovakia.
Army. This society is completely insane. On the anniversary of the terrorist attack in Moscow at Crocus City Hall, where 150 innocent people died, a Ukrainian bar added a Crocus set to its menu. In Ukraine there is a lot of this kind of thing. Back in February I made a detailed video about the Russian language in Ukraine, and I really like this video. Now I will tell you about more cases related to the oppression of the Russian language in Ukraine. In Odessa, a university professor was fired for conducting classes and exams in Russian. A student wrote a denunciation against him. It's ironic that the greatest evil in Ukrainian society is considered to be Stalin's USSR, because it was totalitarian and everyone wrote denunciations against each other. Language ombudsman Ivanovska is proposing to increase fines for violations of language law by 2 to 3 times. Keep in mind, this is a government position.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Do you guys realize this is crazy, right? Who the fuck just bans a language? And why? Who the fuck, right? Just bans a language. If we want to ban a language just because we don't like a country, we should be banning English. This is crazy. Language law. Holy fuck. Yo, even Israel don't go this far. I lie? Right?
Position, and this old woman is getting her salary from the state. There are the news about the Russian language in Ukraine. In Odessa schools, inspectors have started checking teachers' phones for compliance with language law. Most likely the inspection was initiated by one of the students' parents. At the Odessa Opera House, a female spectator caused a scandal after hearing words of gratitude to the performance in Russian.
She's going crazy because she heard Russian language. Yo, this is right. All the people with the Ukraine flags next to the Palestine flags. You know this is crazy, right?
A Ukrainian woman shared a story online about how an emergency dispatcher demanded that she speak Ukrainian while she was calling an ambulance for her grandfather who was having a stroke. Later, for some reason, she deleted the post. A private clinic in Lvov refused to schedule a man's appointment with a doctor because he spoke Russian. There are also new rules in Ukrainian football, blue cards for players who use Russian words. Ukraine may ban Russian and Russian language literature, announced Minister of Culture Tatiana Berezhnaya. In fact, selling foreign literature translated into Russian has already been banned for a long time. As a result, bookstores are closing en masse. 6 bookstores were closed just in March. And Ukrainian society continues to fight its own history. People's Deputy Natalia Pipa called Soviet soldiers who fought against the Nazis in World War II scumbags. By the way, this is the same.
Oh yeah, my bad. My bad. Israel banned Yiddish and forced Hebrew onto the people. My bad. Israel did with Yiddish. Yeah. Too old for the witch. Ukraine has no end goal. Yeah, exactly. They're just, you know. Too old for the witch. My bad. This is basic colonizer tactics. Basic colonizer tactics. They do this. They do ban languages. But I'm just saying, to be this blatant about a language of a country right below you. You know, this is crazy, right? In 2026. And motherfuckers going crazy just because they heard Russian language.
Woman who harassed a young guy for singing Tsoi's songs back in 2022. To be fair, Ukrainians didn't like her words about Soviet soldiers. And the wonderful news from Ukraine doesn't end there. Many people there are now talking about the conscription of women. In Kharkov, there have been several dozen cases where women were placed on military registration at the TTSK, even though they weren't doctors. There were statements that this was simply a bug. Also in some Ukrainian cities, posters like these ones have appeared. Probably also a bug. Later, information emerged from a Ukrainian deputy that women were deliberately placed on registration by TTSK employees to increase the percentage of women's mobilization. At the same time, under current Ukrainian laws, a person can't be removed from military registration. And finally, the most amusing news from Ukraine for today is the renaming of districts in Donetsk. Ukraine has officially renamed all districts whose names were associated with communism. Don't forget that Donetsk separated from Ukraine back in 2014. The next videos will be more interesting than this one. I want to make a detailed video about Victory Day in Ukraine. I've already found a lot of material. Hope you are curious to find out how the Ukrainian army ended up in Moscow. I also want to make a detailed video about internet blocks in Russia and about the infrastructure in Ukraine compared to the infrastructure in Russia. If you want the videos to be detailed and interesting, you can send me a donation using the link in the description.
Nah, that's completely it's mad in the dunya. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, people with Ukraine flags in their bios, right? Do they even know anything about Ukraine at all? Right? It's crazy. Yo, Ashcon. Yo, this is true. Yeah. I am afraid that the older I get, the less and less sympathy I have if your language... No, Russian is not going to get wiped out. That goes for you too, uncontact. You see, like, this is how crackers are crazy, right? Miklan murals. Ukraine belongs to Russia, in my opinion. Check this out. MI5 Zayus make fake IRA statements. What? Holy shit. Yo, you know about these jungle tribes, right? This is how crackers are crazy, right? Some of these tribes, they're just living. They just leave them alone. They live out in some random island somewhere, like unreachable by you even. Just leave them alone, crackers. I heard recently some cracker tried to send Pepsi to them. Right? Wait. Let me Google this. Sentinel Island Pepsi or some shit. Somebody wanted them to taste. Oh, yeah. He's always a cracker, people. YouTuber Mikhailo Polyakov, who risked his life. Oh, he tried to give the Sentinelese a Diet Coke. Yo, just leave them alone. Like, how hard? Yo, crackers, how hard is it to just leave people alone? Holy shit. Leave them alone. There's no need for you to introduce them to anything. Right? I don't need to know a sentinel in my life. Jarros, all that just to give them Diet Coke. Just leave them alone. It's not that deep. I never felt the need to introduce a sentinel. Like, yo, have you checked out The Office? But don't watch The Office US. Watch The Office UK. Okay, sentinel. I've never had, you know, this urge to introduce some rando in an island somewhere to something. I don't give a shit. Okay, I really don't give a shit. What there's some kind of urge in crackers that, yo, these people, they need to know about this. Yeah, missionaries, exactly. Jarros, yo, those people already have DMT. I'm pretty sure the Sentinels already have their own DMT. Those motherfuckers are balling out in the jungle. Right? Yeah, there's this, I don't know what it is about crackers. You have this urge to, even like animals, right? Like if you see like a lion, you're like, ooh, what's that? If I see a lion, I'm like, okay, you stay over there, I'm gonna be over here. Right? I'm gonna be over here in higher grounds. Yeah. I'm like, I'm good. Yo, Mary Jane, we need to talk about the elephant in the room here. Hey, Mary Jane. Ashkan Hemati went on holiday to Florida. Okay, so basically your whole life is a holiday to Ashkan. Right, Mary Jane? Ashkan really said, oh, I went on a holiday for the first time in my life. Where did you go? Florida. Right? I don't even need to add a laughing track, a laugh track. Right? That's a sitcom dialogue, Ashkan. That's a dialogue in Friends. Yo, just leave people alone, people. Holy shit. Crackers. Leave us alone, okay? We live on trees. We don't have oil here. Ashkan, what do you mean? I didn't say anything, Ashkan. I just recreated the situation. I did not say anything. Ray, the missionaries would dump wheat or porridge for people and no water. No sympathy for tourists. What's good, man with long last name? Yo, what happened with the 6'7"? Yo, man with long last name. What happened with the 6? Yo, okay, Mary Jane. Okay, fine. JDM meetups is not a tourist attraction. It happens every day in Malaysia. Okay, fuck out of here. Okay? That's not a tourist attraction. If you want JDM, go to Japan. Right? Where are you going to Florida to see JDM? Right? Go to Japan, Ashcon, if you want to see JDMs. It's literally called JDMs. Sunny FX. Now the fascist German MERS has suggested to send back Ukrainian refugees in Germany. Wait, what? Ray, JDM meetups every Thursday night. If you're in Australia, you know what's better than JDM? Proton. Proton is way better. Man with long last name, I don't remember. I think he was refusing to detect Anthony's movements because he's racist. I could probably win it. I could do 6-7s like. I could probably win it. Right? I'm using my biceps to do the 6-7. I could probably win the challenge. What's JDM? Ashcon, yo, what's wrong with you? What do you mean, what's JDM? What do you mean? What you mean? Yo, you guys should see this. I need to show you how crazy Malaysian drivers are. I'm talking Malaysian drivers are uncivilized assholes, anus holes. Right? I'm telling you right now, Malaysian drivers are fucking assholes. See this. Look at this motherfucker. Look at this. Let's see him go uphill, right? You see what I have to deal with every day? Hogging the right lane, slow ass motherfucker hogging the right lane, right? See, again, you gotta overtake from the left, because motherfuckers is slow, right? This is uphill, by the way. Motherfuckers just randomly being in the middle of the lane, signaling last minute, right? This is crazy, people. This is what I got to deal with every day. Oh, this guy is a good driver, though. Hogging the right lane again, hogging the right lane. It's crazy, people. Lawnmower man, not everyone in the Discord is a car nerd. I'm not a car nerd, but I like looking at cars. I like looking at car bodies. Ray, when the missionaries leave, they take resources with them. That's crazy. Holy shit, this guy's crazy. Look at that, look at that. Yo, look at that shit, people. That was crazy. That fucking Volkswagen, bro. What the fuck is this? Just randomly eating. Look at that shit, bro. What the fuck is this? That's crazy. This is what you gotta deal with in Malaysia, people. Motherfuckers don't know how to drive. And And then he's hogging the right lane too. Slow ass fucking Volkswagen. Fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Is this like a race car boulevard? Nah, it's a uphill road. To a city on the mountains. Miko, this is me when people in front of me walk like turtles. Ashcon, BC about to Washington. Nah, I can't. I will not dox myself. I will not dox myself. This is a uphill. This is a common uphill road. Malaysians use this road to test cars. Yo, this guy is crazy though. Malaysians use this road to test drive cars, to test your engine, because it's uphill. Yeah, these motherfuckers are crazy. There's a city on the mountains. Okay? There's a city on the mountains. So generally people when they want to review cars, right? They would go up this road. And you can also kind of judge the engine sounds. So if you want to buy a car, you want to judge engine sounds and shit, you go up this road. Ray, I'd help raise 23K for a community to have a school built, water pumps, local community, da da da. Yeah, big up yourself, I guess. What? Isn't that a skyline? Holy shit! Yo, wasn't that a skyline? I don't know. Did the guy give him a thumbs up? The motherfucker gave him a thumbs up or some shit. Oh, he's. Yo. Why is the skyline taking footage of the GTI? Satria GTI. Alright, good night, Miko. Restore my energy. Yeah, go eat pizza or some shit. Ashcon, how often does it rain in Malaysia? Very often. See, I told you there was a city in the middle of the mountains. Oh, that's another GTI. Is it? Oh, no. See how people have to overtake on the left because motherfuckers are hogging the right lane. Right? This dumbass hogging the right lane. Miko, why do you need to walk so fast? Yo, big up a difficult truth for the raid. Identify yourselves. Big up a difficult truth. We're talking about politics, so we're watching. What we're doing right now is we're watching a car go uphill, and we're trying to use this as a metaphor for the U.S. political system, right? So yeah, we're using this video of an uphill drive to kind of talk about the U.S. political system and how the Yankees should be genocided in Minecraft. Like, I think, when you watch this video, you will come to the conclusion that Yankees should all be mass murdered in Minecraft, right? Because Yankees make no sense. What's good, Igloo? Yeah, Jaros. Yeah, we were talking about accelerationism. Yeah, so that's why we should accelerate the accelerationism of the Yankees' downfall into nothingness, into non-existence. What do you mean, you people, Mercenitos? This is the right way to drive, on the left. Scientifically, it's safer to drive on the left. See? So left-wingers, so yeah, the left wing is the scientifically safest way to drive. That's all I'm saying. That's why I showed this video to my viewers, right? Raiders. Because yeah, left is best. Okay? Left is best, but the driver has to be on the right. You get me? There's something you need to learn from this. Right? You should be on the left, but you should be right. If you want to drive the community forward, you should be right. But drive on the left. Right? A lot of Hondas. What are these? Type Rs? Honda City. That's a Honda City. That's a Myvi, the king of the road. That's a Civic. A lot of Civics. Stay woke, drive on the left. Yes. Ashcon, Iran Kodro, maker of the literal shittiest car on earth at the time. Good thing uphill. It is a serious community, yeah. We're discussing politics. That's the Evo, right? Yeah, it's crazy what Malaysians get up to, people. This is crazy. That's the Evo, right? Mary J, I don't know. That's a Civic. I know that's a Civic. This is crazy, by the way. Don't do this, people. These people are crazy, just like the Ukrainians. Yeah, so yeah, I'm doing this. I'm showing crazy people to illustrate how crazy Ukrainians are, because as crazy as these drivers are, they don't try to ban languages, right? As crazy as these people driving are, they don't ban the Russian language. You can literally drive while speaking Russian going uphill, right? So yeah, that's a Civic. I think that's, what's that? That's a Satria, big up Satria. Holy shit, these people are crazy. Ray, I have definitely, you know, Australians like to collect Satria GTI, right? Which is a Malaysian car, by the way. Australians are crazy. Holy shit. This is intense, people. Is that a Nissan? What the fuck is this? Igloo, I reject this left-right driving convention and instead plan to expropriate the car to turn to its guidance over to a syndicalist cooperative. What the fuck did you just tell me? Do you just call me gay? Do you just call me a homo? Right? You know I could beat the shit out of you, right? That's the Accord, Honda Accord. That's the Myvi. That's lawnmower, man. I feel bad for the guys on bikes. What do you mean guys on bikes? I don't see any motherfucker on bikes. That's an Evo. That's a city. That's Vios, I think. Why am I identifying cars, people? On scooters. Oh, look, lawnmower man. You don't want to know about. You don't want to know about bikes, okay? Bikes are. Bikes is a whole different thing, people. Hey, don't worry about the bikers, okay? Lawnmower man, don't worry about them, okay? This is what they're up to, okay? This is what these motherfuckers are up to. So don't worry about them. Okay. This video is in 144p, by the way. This is what the bikers are doing. Don't worry about the bikers, okay? I don't know how this is even possible, by the way. He's steering the... Holy fuck. Did he just evade a whole ass car with his... He is steering the bike with his feet, people. Okay? I'm gonna share this video on Discord, by the way. Where should I put this? That's the one and only video he ever made. How do you do this? How do you steer a bike with your feet? Okay. I'm gonna put this on Discord. Put it in car channel. Right? Lawnmower man. No, don't make me watch a Yankee video, Lawnmower man. I've seen it. I've probably seen it. I've seen it. Okay? I've seen it, yes. But yeah, don't worry about the bikers. They're okay. Okay. They are good. There's also that one stunt they do where I forgot what it's called, where they do a wheelie and then the passenger on the back puts the helmet on the road. What is that stunt called? There's a stunt they do where the passenger puts the helmet on the road and then it creates sparks. I can't find it. It's probably banned. Let me find it. You gotta have a passenger. So your passenger is gonna... Meeting God. Yeah, Ray, you probably did all this shit. Right? Yeah, this is what... I think this is it. Oh wait, no, this is not passenger. Holy fuck. Nah, you need a passenger to do that stunt. Is it? No. I can't find it. What the fuck is... I can't find that. Oh, maybe they don't do it anymore. There was a stunt they did where the passenger would put the helmet on the road. I think they don't do it anymore. I can't find it. Oh, okay. No, we're not. I can't find it. That would be so cool if I could find. The fuck? Holy what? Yeah, these motherfuckers are crazy. Right, okay. No, it wasn't a fever dream. I seen it. Ah, shit. But it's not on YouTube. It's like on it's on WhatsApp. No, not WhatsApp. Back in the day, like I don't know. It was just people had footage. They don't do it anymore. So the stunt would be the passenger would lay down and the helmet will be touching the road and there will be sparks. That's the stunt that I'm looking for, but I can't find it. It wasn't on YouTube. It was like on random phones and shit. Ray, I know what you know what I'm talking about, right? I guess they don't do it anymore. Shit. It's way too dangerous. Merkenitos, all these videos making me want to ride. I don't ride, by the way. You ride, Merkenitos? Helmets are for dorks. The fuck? No helmets. Yikes. Yeah, look, nobody here in the neighborhood uses helmets. What is that sound? Ah, shit, I'm getting work calls.
There may be a fragile ceasefire between Iran and the rogue regime of Donald Trump, but the conflict is taking unexpected turns every single day. There have been reports of the IRGC activating its air defense system in Tehran moments ago. This is extremely significant given recent reports of China strengthening Iran's air defense system. Meanwhile, Trump appears to have unified the Iranian leadership in a way never seen before, even as his own administration is imploding spectacularly as the head of the US Navy is sacked amidst the war with Iran. Elsewhere, Iran has released a video of its own raid on commercial ships that it captured from the Strait of Hormuz yesterday. This would be the broad focus of my video tonight. Also in this video, Iran's Lego video series leaves even the Western media speechless. So please stay tuned. Iran's semi-government Mehr news agency has reported the news of the IRGC activating its air defense system moments ago. First, watch this broadcast by Al Jazeera before I explain its significance.
Air defense fire has been seen over the Iranian capital in the last hour. Iranian media have reported that they've been engaging, quote, hostile targets over Tehran, but there has been no official confirmation of any attacks on the city. Let's now go to Tehran, where Ali Hashim is live for us. Ali, what did people actually witness?
Well, actually, we witnessed the air defenses being activated just behind me near the tower there. And other people said that they've seen the air defenses activated towards the east, others towards the west. However, there's no result yet. I mean, we've seen no explosion, we've heard no bangs, so it could be just a maneuver.
When this news broke, there were plenty of speculations, as many suspected the resumption of war, but soon it became abundantly clear that this was just a mock drill by the Iranian armed forces. While the Iranian military has not commented officially on this development, it's worth remembering what took place earlier this month, 11th of April to be precise, when the US accused China of sending a shipment of sophisticated weapons to boost the Islamic Republic's air defense system. Such was the consternation in the US administration that Trump himself had claimed to have written to China begging the Chinese government to not send any weapons to Iran. You may remember his empty threats to China then.
China is preparing to ship weapons to Iran.
Well, if China does that, China's going to have big problems, okay?
It's in this context that many are now wondering if what happened tonight in Tehran was just the Iranian military testing the new air defense system provided by China earlier this month. The ceasefire has seen Iran aggressively improving its military preparedness. First, the Iranian aerospace commander unveiled his country's underwater missile city, stating that his country would be using newly built ballistic missiles if the war resumes. Then Iran swarmed the Strait of Hormuz with gunboats as armed and masked IRGC personnel took control of 2 oil tankers and damaged the third one in a surprise attack on Wednesday, which is yesterday. The Iranian military later released a video of its operation.
Okay, yeah, so I got a work call and I probably gotta go. Yeah, so anybody got beef with me and shit? Yo, we do have people. We do have we have a room in Discord for if you can find it, of course, for helmet discussions and shit. Right? We do have a room in Discord to discuss. Yo, Mercanitos, why are you not in Discord? Right? Yo, Mercanitos. Heidi, Mercanitos. I don't see you people in Discord. Right? I ain't never seen none of y'all on Discord. We have, yeah, Ashcon. I never see you in Discord. We have a room for discussion about vehicles. Right? Ban? What do you mean ban? You're not banned. You're not banned. You're not banned on Discord. No one is banned on my Discord. Are they? Is anyone banned? Let me check. Nah, that's Yaoi is just Yaoi is just Malay for cars. Let me see. Do people get banned in my Discord? That's crazy. How do you even check? Ain't nobody getting banned. Ashcon, you get too many what? What the fuck is Bing Bada Bing? Ban Nana, don't ban grandmas. What? Who's a grandma? Oh, scam bots do, yeah. No one is banned. Yeah, nobody else. Only scam bots. That's true. Yeah, just turn off notifications. That's what I do. Discord, I just turn off notifications. Otherwise, you're gonna get notified of everything. Yeah, I gotta go. I got. It's like yeah, it's 7 a.m. I'm like already on standby. Yeah, so I'll be in Discord. Okay, be in fucking Discord. Lawnmower Man, BC only pings everyone once or twice a week. Yeah, because I don't stream anymore. Because I don't know, I'm sleepy these days, people. Heidi, don't work too hard. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Take it easy. I always take it easy. Wait, what was I trying to do here? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to end the stream, but yo, relax, people. Let me find someone to raid first, and then we can get the fuck out of here. Jarrah's been Muslim for like 35 years, but this one Ramadan killed your whole skin. I don't know what happened, okay? I don't know what happened. I'm just sleepy these days. I don't know what happened. A whole schedule. Yeah, you don't schedule holes. It gotta happen spontaneously. Let me look for someone to raid. YouTube, not so erudite. Not so erudite. I know y'all like her. Okay? I know Jaros like not so erudite. Zach AP, Ray K. Let's do not so erudite. I know Mary Jane likes not so erudite. Not so erudite. It's cause you get up so early for the streams. It's not sustainable. Wait, Heidi, you don't like erudite? Who doesn't like erudite? Come on now. Who does not like erudite? You get up so yeah. I have no. Otherwise, when am I gonna stream? Like, otherwise, I can't stream during the day. I'm at work. There's no other time to stream. I can't stream on weekends because I gotta go outside to work on weekends. Heidi, what do you mean? You don't like erudite? Why? I know Mary Jane likes erudite. I wonder why. You don't like this? Who doesn't like this? Look at it. Who doesn't like this? Hi, people. Look me in the eyes. Love for the love. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Super fun. We're having a good time. And then we get in. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Okay. We get in And one of the Christian ladies, I do know, it was this one, Miriam. Okay, Miriam goes, do you guys all just like